Introduce your plot.
Is this my half plot? Got 40 foot A. Here's my growing space. My runner beans are in. Either side of my arch. My canes. 2 per pole. There's a lot of runner beans on there. And 2 per pole on this side. And on my lovely arch we have runner beans as well, to make a nice effect this year to grow over. With my little silver dust. Pear tree. So go down the trees. Start with my apricot tree. This looks like a twig right now, but that will grow into an apricot tree. Got a pear tree, which this year we winter washed, so it's looking much healthier and much more full of blossom. We've got a rhubarb and a Victoria plum tree. And this side of the plot we have a border of gladioli running along the edge with my lovely fruit. Potatoes in my mounds.
What's happened?
My cucumbers have started to come through. When I came over here at 12 o'clock, they wasn't up. Now we have 2 extras showing their heads. So I have 3 cucumbers definitely coming through. We also have loads of mini pop sweet corn, which was only planted a week ago. Already all coming through. It's amazing. We've got me Brussels. Little Brussels. Very important, put slug pellets on top. Otherwise Brussels gets eaten. Over here we have our massive tray of different things. Let's just put it like that, different things.
Different things, what's in there?
We've got some Tabasco chilli in this pot, and a few of these have got Tabasco chilli in. We've also got flowers growing of foxglove, lupin. We have at the front Calabrese, Eos, F1 broccoli. And then we also have Ironman broccoli.
We're going to watch Iron Man later, aren't we?
We are. We just need little almonds popping up now. Lots of little almonds. We also have Tigerella tomato, if it's getting its true leaves. And we have Marmandi. I'm not sure how you pronounce it correctly, but they're tomatoes with their true leaves coming through, so soon we'll need repotting. We have jalapeno peppers, my favourite.
Nice.
I haven't got a clue what this is. Oh, sweet peppers, and we have another coming through already. That's definitely a good sign. Much easier to do it in the greenhouse. This little crazy bundle is rocket, and if you look in there, you'll see it's getting its little rocket leaves, like you get in the shop. Rocket leaf.
There you go.
Look in here, lemon balm. Coming through. A tiny little dot is lemon balm. Don't put that in the shop. Nothing coming in that one.
And what have you got growing else in here?
Along with the mess I've made, we also have my lovely lemon tree.
Has it got lemons on?
It had one, I accidentally knocked it off.
Yeah.
So I've determined to leave it alone this time, but it's got loads of buds forming, which means it should have lots and lots of lemons. I've also made easy watering to get down to the roots by putting my little bottle in. So I fill my bottle and it gets down to the roots of the lemon tree. In here we have white onions and red onions. I'm starting to harden them off to the weather and acclimatise them. So I'm putting them outside in the day in the morning and then bring them back in the evening. That way they can get used to it. But it's got to do this for a week, and then after a week they'll get to stay outside until they're ready and big enough and strong enough to go into the ground. Not all of them are germinated. I've got a lot of empty pots, so I planted more, but they're doing really well. And then these ones, we have flower trays.
What flowers have you got?
We've got pale yellow hollyhock in this one. They're definitely good watering. And we've got rose campion in this one, and they were seeds donated to us.
Mhm.
And this one down here, if I can need some water, is my purple sprouting broccoli, which can be just grown straight outside. You can either grow straight to the ground or put it in a pot, as I've chosen to do, because a pot will just make it a little bit easier to replant it.
And what have you got in at the moment?
In where?
In the ground.
Well, we call this Paul's patch.
Hello.
This is Paul's Cos Little Gem lettuces
Look at them beauties. Look at those.
with slug pellets to stop the little things from getting eaten. Poor little babies. And we have some very, very good strong onions coming through as well. The allotment life, where things are donated to you. It's beautiful. Make sure I give them enough water each. This is Rodney, my wonderful fella. Takes care of my plot. Rodders is his nickname. You're not going to miss him. There'll be funky curls and spark specks and his yellow hyvies. He takes care of my little flower plot, which will be here. There's some things that are going to regrow that will come back every year, and some things that will be planted in. But down here is a massive long line of gladioli which have started to rebulb themselves and make new bulbs. So we have lots more gladioli, especially on this one. It's absolutely tons and tons of shoots. And last year we put one bulb in, and this year we seem to have created many bulbs. It's doing very well. These canes will give them stability as they grow, so they won't plop into the path, but will stay nice and upright and look really good. And plenty of colour, because they're all mixed gladioli, so we have no idea what the colour will be until they come up. Makes it a bit more fun on the plot.
So this is my plot. It's got a few trees on it. It's got a cherry tree. She's just been in full bloom. See some of the flowers still left there. Last year we didn't get that many cherries, but we winter washed it this year, last winter, to hopefully combat some of the problems it was having. So hopefully this year we'll get a lot of cherries. There's a lot of flowers on, so we're expecting quite a lot on it. But we'll see how it goes. And this is the main plot. There's my wife there, Sarah Jane. I think you met her earlier. We'll edit this in the video so you can get a good overview of both our plots. There's a little flower area there. That's an apple tree, which is again, that's in bloom. Again, we winter washed that as well. Let's go through a cobweb, as you do. It's quite healthy this year, so we'll see. Interestingly enough, there's a I'm not sure whether it was a woodpecker or not, but we've got a nice hole in the back of it. Let's see if I can show you. Let's have a look. Just, if I can focus in on that. Let's try and get the shade. Got some beetles and stuff in it. I'm not sure what caused that. I think it might have been a woodpecker. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully this tree will survive and recover. I'll show you some of the other trees. Now we got, so that cherry tree is actually a dual cherry tree. It's been grafted with two different varieties on it, and the variety on the right has got all more flowers on it at the moment, and the variety on the left is already flowered mostly. There's still a few on there. Again, this is grafted, two different varieties of apple, eating apples, and again we've got another grafted tree, two different varieties on that one, and again all in bloom. This is the main growing space, all prepped, some potatoes in over there. Looking forward to this year's growth. This is my mum's plot. She's had it for about, getting on for 15 years I would imagine by now. But she's got a full plot here. Goes all the way to there. And those 3 compost bins at the back. And all of this where the blue netting is at the moment. Rhubarb's looking really healthy. Picked some of that a couple of weeks ago. We don't do anything to it at all, just leave it alone. Don't put horse manure on it, don't do anything, just keeps growing. And the size of the stems are absolutely massive. You can see there the size of it. Plenty of strawberries in. But she's got onions or garlic in. Plenty there. Moving on. I've actually got a little pond. I put this pond in good 10 years ago now, but got little goldfish inside. There's a couple that are breeding in there, and we've got about 9 little babies in there. I don't know if I can get a shot of them. I will try for you. Oh, there you go, you can see one there. These are potatoes. They last pretty much till once they've been harvested till the following year. Plenty, I think she's got earlies, second earlies, main crop. Not sure which variety she's grown, but as the year goes on we'll update you on how they're growing and when we dig them up. She always grows plenty of comfrey, makes a natural fertiliser out of them. We'll have to show you how she does that. All quite interesting stuff. I'm just going to do some watering. Now, if anything, it was like last year. We had hardly any water last year. Long dry summer. But these little onions, they're going to need some water very soon. The ground's cracking already. It's only not even the end of April yet. So these are some other people's plots. All very nicely kept. We have to travel a little bit for the water. This is the compost bins. Now these bins are a good 10 years old as well, and they've lasted really well. Every year we sort of clean them out, and occasionally we do the odd repair here and there, but overall they've lasted. Tend to put mostly horse manure and scraps and whatnot in. There you see it's fairly recent, that lot, but there's plenty of worms in this, and making good stuff by the end of the next year. Oh.
This is our automatic waterer.
Waterer?
Let's try that again.
Take two.
Take two. This is our automatic waterer. Unfortunately, when the storms came, it got a bit broken, a bit damaged, but this little baby is amazing and ingenious because you can set it how often you want it to water and how many times in the day you want it to water over that time period. Which means someone like me who has a greenhouse has to keep coming over to your plot all the time to water. It's just so much easier. You can set this to water every day and you just make sure your bucket's filled up. Through the pipe, it feeds all your plants. It's great, ingenious, and so cheap.